Are you struggling to find the most optimal way to manage your car park? In this video, we're going to talk about ANPR parking systems and how they can help improve your business and improve your car park. Some of the problems you might be facing: if your customers can't get a space in your car park, that could be causing you to lose revenue for your business. So if you say, for example, the average spend of your customers is £100 when they visit. If we do the maths, imagine losing 10 customers a day due to bad parking management. That's £1,000 loss a day, which over the weeks and the months and the years adds up and could potentially destroy your business. And that's where ANPR parking system comes in and can drastically reduce this unauthorized parking, helping your customers get spaces. What is an ANPR parking system? It's the most cost-effective, simple and reliable method of management and enforcement for your car park. Installing ANPR cameras allows you to track all the cars that enter and leave your site. With this data, you can issue parking charge notices to vehicles that are unauthorized to park there or in breach of the terms and conditions of your car park. It is also fully integratable and configurable. It works with your current permit system or pay and display setup, and it can be configured to the specific rules of your site. If you've got permits only, pay and display, a free period of parking, or parking at certain times. Some more information about ANPR: they're also used by governments and by councils to monitor roads, secure areas, and to detect potential illegal activity. Private companies and individuals are allowed to use them. However, they need to follow the correct legal procedures to use them legally. How does ANPR work? ANPR stands for automatic number plate recognition, which means it can detect vehicle license plates and send that information along with the images and the timestamps of the vehicle to your parking database. Simply put, it's a special type of camera that you install on the entrances and exits of your car park, private land or private roads, that allows you to monitor all the vehicles that use these facilities. A quick diagram on how it works if you'd like to read it, pause the video. They use the latest technology. They use advanced algorithms and infrared technology to do some of the following: to accurately detect all license plate variations. So if it's a private number plate or an international number plate, they're adaptable to all weather and lighting conditions. So if it's at night or it's in the snow or in the rain, they can still read vehicles. They read cars at all angles and all positions. So if you've got a really big entrance or exit in your car park and cars come in and out many different ways, it'll be able to pick up and detect the license plates. Users will need to validate their stay when using your car park, and this depends on your car park setup. So if it's a pay and display, they have to purchase a ticket or use your cashless payment option to purchase a ticket. If it's a permit system, they need to be on the approved list to enter, or enter their registration in a tablet kiosk if you have one in your reception or in your store. Or if you offer a free period of parking, they need to leave before that time expires. Or if you have the option to pay for extra, they need to pay for extra time. All of these options can integrate and work with each other if you have a mix of a few of these options above. What happens if they don't validate the parking? All the data of the license plate numbers, the images, the timestamps, your permit lists, and pay and display payment records are all sent to our secure cloud-based back office. And then after that, our software matches the records together and detects any breaches of vehicles that don't have the authorization to park there. And it can detect for some of the following rules: payment for the full amount of time parking. So if they don't have a ticket for the full amount of time they were parked, that will detect as a breach. If they don't have a permit to park on site, that will detect as a breach as well. Or if they've parked past their authorized duration of parking, that will detect a breach also. The next steps after this, we manually check them in the office, because with technology, you still sometimes have anomalies. So we like to be thorough and have an actual human check the records so we know for sure it's a legitimate ticket. Then after that, we request the vehicles keep information securely from the DVLA and send them a penalty charge notice to the registered keeper's address in the post, addressed for the driver of the vehicle. What type of business can it work for? It can work for any type of car park setup. If you've got the infrastructure to install ANPR cameras, that's all you need and it will work for you. Why should you use an ANPR parking system? So you could have as good as results of a reduction of by 90% of unauthorized parking within a few months, which will give a lot more space for your customers or your pay and display users. It cuts your staffing costs. You don't need anybody to monitor the ANPR system. We do all the admin for you, and you don't need anybody on site to physically use this ANPR parking system. It's non-confrontational, meaning people don't get a ticket on the windscreen, which prevents any confrontation happening on site. It's more efficient, it runs 24/7, and it's fully automated. It increases pay and display revenue. When you have ANPR cameras on site and people can see that, they're less likely to park there without authorization, so they're more likely to buy a ticket, which will increase your pay and display revenue. And lastly, you'll have happier customers and clients, because they won't come to your business with having a hard time to get a parking space, and it will be a better user experience for them. Why should you choose our ANPR parking system? With our system, you don't need to do anything. We take care of the entire setup, the maintenance and the installation free of charge, and we have all the accreditations and follow all the safety and compliance procedures. We routinely check our cameras to make sure they're fully optimized and accurate. Our trained admin team manually check the records before we send any parking charge notice. This prevents illegal ticketing happening. It can damage your reputation, something that a lot of companies aren't as thorough with as we are. And lastly, we provide full analytics for your car park to help you make better business decisions. So you'll get analytics such as the most popular times of day in your car park, how many repeat visitors you have, and also the average duration of stay. Who are we? We're a nationwide car park management and enforcement company. We manage car parks across the country, most of which involve an ANPR parking system. So we've seen all the problems and managed to provide and create solutions with ANPR. The results we've seen, we have a site in Penrith where it's a permit-only site, so only visitors and staff of the business are allowed to park there. And they had a massive problem with unauthorised parking, which was destroying the business. And within 4 months, we managed to see a 90% reduction, along with eliminating a litter problem that came along with that. And because there was no monitoring of the site with CCTV or ANPR at night, there was some illegal activity happening there, which we've managed to eliminate with the ANPR parking system and CCTV. Another site is a pay and display in Whitehaven, and in the first month we saw a 50% decrease in unauthorised parking, along with a 20% increase in pay and display revenue. And the last example is a site in Wakefield next to a shopping centre. It's another pay and display, and we saw an 80% decrease within 2 months of unauthorised parking. If you want to maximise your car park's potential today with ANPR, contact us and we're happy to give you a free consultation on whether ANPR is right for you, and we'll help you put you on the right track, and we can provide an ANPR parking system free of charge. To contact us, wherever you're watching this video, there will be a link below. Click that and it will take you to our contact page.